Hi there. So the question you'll be asking is, how come we're here and what is it we're doing? So what I'm going to do, or what the plan is of today's webinar, is to walk you through the four dynamics and show you exactly what our traders have been trading and succeeding with while they've been in our exclusive War Room program. This is a system and strategy that I've traded since 2009, which is what now, 11 years. Raymond Gilmore's used it since 2002. Andy Pancholi's used it since 1989, so it just shows the in-depth knowledge there over 59 years of what we've used, what our clients are currently using to be successful in the markets, and also what you can use to be successful. And you can take this knowledge now, and it's called the four dynamics. I'm going to explain an in-depth knowledge of exactly what the four dynamics are and how you can use them to go forward in today's markets and benefit yourselves so that you're able to, be successful in the markets. That's basically what the webinar is about. So I'm going to dig deep in there. I'm going to hit the charts. I'm going to show you on the charts. I'm going to show you pictures of trades. And I'm also going to show you my own personal trading statements so you can see exactly what it is the trades I've got into and the proof of them all, so that you can see concrete evidence how it can support you going forward. Not philosophy or some kind of wisdom, actual factual evidence. So you can, so you can see it and go forward. It can benefit your trading. So let's hit the charts now. I want to dig right in and show you, okay? So you can, start to move forward with your own trading. Let's get sorted. Okay, so here we are in the masterclass, and as I've just stated, the first question is, why are you here? Well, as I said, the purpose of this masterclass is really to show you how our exclusive War Room clients are trading and succeeding with the four dynamics trading strategy, really, so you guys can do the same. Now, the main course of it, or what I've just explained to you, is the combined trading experience of over 59 years. I've personally been doing it since 2009, 11 years. Raymond's been doing it since 2012. Andy Pancholi's been doing it since 1989. And you'll notice this is a world-class program. It really is. You're going to love it, especially when we explain the four dynamics and once we really get into the gold of it. Now, here you go. This is today's date. It's 13 minutes past 5. It's Friday the 14th of February in London. You'll notice that's Valentine's Day. So I'll have to be quick with this webinar. I don't want to get in trouble with my wife. You might think, why am I showing you this date? I'm showing you today's date because I want to show you my trading statement, well, one of my personal trading statements on a certain trading account, and what I've done over the past 14 months on there. Okay, so what's really been achieved. Now, once I show you this trading statement over the last 14 months, I've hit some personal data on there, so don't get too concerned about it, just account details and so on and so forth. So let me just go into there now and pull up this trading statement. Okay, so here we are with the trading statement I've just pulled up. Apologies for this, but it's the best way to hide the personal information. So the first thing I want to show you is the date that this statement goes up to, and it goes up to January 2020, the 17th. Okay, 59 minutes past 11 on the 17th of January 2020. The next part is that the currency is Great British Pound. Obviously you can see my live account, my name here. This is my account details. I just had to hide that information, obviously the broker's name. So the next thing I want to show you is the date that it goes from. So it goes from the 1st of November 2018. What I want to do now is just scroll back down through the page. You'll notice the trades going here. You've got where are we up to? The 12th 2018. Then you've got 27th of the 12th 2018. 2019 the 1st. 2019 the 1st comes right back down here. I'll just get them off the chart now. Back up. Get all them marks off. Yeah, so you can see the trades coming in here. Wins, losses, that's trading. We're up to the February, March, April, the 4th there, July, the 7th. You'll see wins minus 71, plus 45, plus 49. 7th, you can see 2009, the 15th of the 7th. There you can go. You can see some wins minus £94. You can see some pluses here. Where we're up to still in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So that's October 2019. You'll see some wins over here. Probably speak about these in a moment. And it brings us straight up till there we go. 2000, the 2nd of the 1st, 2020, which I'll show you in a moment. Okay. What I want to show you now is really how to analyze a trading statement, because people will say, you'll notice on this count, actually the return I've returned on it is 502% over that 14 month, and I need to explain how that's been done. First of all, you always want to look at somebody's maximum drawdown. My maximum drawdown is 4.98%. So on my equity balance, which was 50,000, yeah, I drew down a maximum of 5% of that account, which is just short of £2,000 or £176,000. So that was the maximum drawdown, okay? Now the gross profit on the account was £13,063. The gross loss over the full period was 2,600. So that minus that, the total net profit that I walked away with on this account was £10,459. So you'll see that here, closed trading P&L, yeah? Now, £10,459. So you'll think, well, Dale, you've just said that it's a £50,000 equity. I've got the weight of 50,000 in there, but the balance of 2.5. Now, the next thing that I want you to look at is the withdrawal. So I've withdrawn in that period. I just took out of this account, whatever it was, just short of £8,000, £7,959. The next major thing that I want you to be fully aware of is a profit factor. Now, what a profit factor is, that's 5.2. Yeah, I'll just knock that off. It's 5.02. That means for every pound you trade, how much do you make? Well, that's £5.20, which basically means on this, on £2,500 profit, closing trading profit and loss of 10,459, doing maths on camera, which is a nightmare, is basically a 520% return. So for every pound I risk, I made 5 back. That's what the 4 Dynamics does, and that's what I'm going to explain to you here now. So I'm going to walk you through each step of it and show you everything. So that's the trading statement. I'm going to show you some more information in a moment, but that's the date it also went up to there, which was the 1st of the 2nd, 2020, from November 18. Okay, so let's get back into the presentation. Okay, so that was the trading statement. First of all, I want to say this is my style, okay? There is no income claims here. I'm not saying that everybody's going to go out and make 520%. That's what I've done. You know, I've done that. My results aren't typical. That's just my statement saying to you, know, we've got people earning that. I'm earning it, and so are other traders. I'm just letting you know that right off the bat, okay? Right, I want to just jump in now, show you actually some of our clients earning the percentage they're earning. You can see that in the in one of our groups that we're in. So I'll show you that now. Okay, so this is one of my groups that I've got. This is the Secret Power Players group, and I really just want to walk through this and probably just show you some of the comments, some of the trades that our guys are putting on. Trade expired, closed trade. Some information here, right top of your screen, closed trades. Let's see if I can find the comment that I think it was on the 5th. Oh, here we go. Good afternoon, SPP, secret power players. Couple of great days trading. It's not always as hectic, or should I say busy. When you're stalking trades, the opportunities are there for you all to see. You'll see that. Hence the 9.39% return in 4 days. Took us just a look back on the chart over 5 days. And just explaining how you can see some of the chop we got caught up into when we was at one point -5% on there, but then we returned 15%, just saying that to the guys. Then we managed to scale into the trade. Total return plus 9.39%. So that's what I was explaining to them. As you can see, it was a great start, fantastic, a bit crazy flies train here and there. Hank, yes it was, but missed some, but still happy. Stephen, I was saying to him, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. Stephen saying, I'll do the marathon every day, getting these results. I'm having a laugh with him here, calling him the marathon man. Then we've got Mark James. Let's see what he's saying here. 3 to 9% a week, regardless of the win-loss ratio, is so powerful. We have learnt a lot of the power of compounding. We need to stick to this at a 50-50 win-loss rate. We will win long-term and we'll be compounding to the point where we have a pot of money big enough to totally change our lives. Geez, what a comment. I did a little calculation. £25,000 pot over 2 years, 104 weeks. And we'd be looking at a £500,000 pot. That'd be earning criteria of £15,000 a week. We just need to stick to the rules and the risk reward. This is amazing, and we get to the point of Dale's automation system whereby we're not even placing the trades. Mind blowing to think about this. The mindset is to focus on the percentage week by week. I'm just having a conversation with Mark there. Really what I'm showing you here is our clients placing these certain trades, learning the 4 dynamics, and as you'll see there, some trades going in. These are all winning trades, £10,000 account. Our clients placing these trades and actually succeeding at it and saying they are. I'm not somebody that wants to come on and just say, oh, I'm doing it and nobody else is. You know, you'll see them as we get into it. So let me jump back into the webinar, into the masterclass now, and proceed through there. Okay, so here we are back in the masterclass. So really then, what's the problem with trading, or the old and the new way of trading? Why is it so hit and miss? Why do people not make money? Why do a lot of people, or a high percentage of people, lose money? Well, the top and bottom of it is that it's confusion. And that's really the gold right there. A lot of people get confused. They're not sure how much they want to make from the market, or how much they want to risk in the market, what the actual system is that they're following consistently in the markets. You just get lost with it. One minute they're trading on a lower time frame, then they're on a higher time frame. The risk is all over, the percentage gains are all over, they're up and down, and they get themselves in a spot of confusion and basically give up having lost money to the market. So I'm going to explain to you really. You're going to say now, well, what's the solution? Well, the solution, and I've been using it for long enough, is the 4 dynamics. So first you're going to say, well, what are the 4 dynamics? Well, the 4 dynamics is this, is 4 is a number, and the dynamics are the forces that need to be considered before you enter the trade, okay? So what are the 4 dynamics that need to be considered before entering the trade? Well, the first one is seasonality and cycles. First of all, seasonality is exactly what it says it is. What did it do last winter, last summer, last spring, last autumn? And what did it do over the last 1 year, 2 year, 3 year and 4th year and 5th year? So we have all of that information, which I'm going to walk you through and show you a step-by-step process, real straightforward, how to interpret, how to understand it, okay? The next one is cycles. But what are cycles? Well, cycles are exactly like seasonality, but cycles in human society. What happened a year ago? What happened 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, 14 years ago, 20 years ago? And we have our own proprietary software that explains all of this. And don't worry, I'm going to show you all, but I'm just explaining exactly what they are, so you can get an understanding to start with. And the first dynamic is seasonality and cycles. Okay. Now the second dynamic is the commitment of traders report, or if some of you know it, it's called the COT report. So the COT report stands for the commitment of traders. Now every trader who holds a position in the market over $4 million, not pounds, has to report their position to the CFTC, or should I say the Commodities Futures and Trading Commission. They have to do that every week, report their positions, just to show transparency and integrity into the markets, okay? Now, this is the complete gold that nobody knows about, the commitment of traders report, and a lot of people that do know about it really don't know how to interpret it, read it right, to actually benefit from it. We have our own proprietary platform that you're going to see. I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process through it, so you'll be able to see the exact power in it. So that's the second dynamic, which is the COT report. Now the third one is price action and geometry. And it's at this point people start to get confused. Well, whoa, seasonality, COT report, price action, geometry. No, this is actually the solution. All price action is the bars on the chart. So you can see my mouse here. And basically, what are these bars on the chart telling us? What story are they telling us? I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process, so don't get too concerned about that, okay? And the next one, geometry. Well, what's geometry? I don't know what that is. It's real simple. Big word, but a small meaning. It's just what's happening from point A to point B. Just like on this chart, point A to point B. What is the geometry showing us? And I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process on also price action and geometry. So that's the third dynamic. The fourth one is risk management. Now, this is what I call the hidden dynamic, because a lot of people say, oh, I'll just see what the market can give me, or I'll risk 1%, then 2%, then 5%. You've got to be so stringent on this, and the minute you've got your risk management locked down, that's where it's a game changer for you. It really is. As you've just heard, I think it was Mark mentioning in the secret power players group. This is where the gold really is with the risk management. I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step process of exactly how to implement that. I just want to now show you a picture of a trade that I was in New Zealand USD, and don't get concerned about the noise on this chart. Don't get concerned. I'll show you more in a bit about some geometry, how I'm doubling the range and tripling the range and pitchforks. I'll show you some of that in a moment. But for now, what I want to show you is this. New Zealand USD, it's on a daily chart. I was in this trade back in October. I've got the ATR over it here. This was back in October. I entered here on this low of the bar, and I took price up to here in the December, which was, you probably won't see the price, but it was 65.85.3. So I took it up to this point here. The reason I'm showing you that is because I want to go on to the statement and show you factual that, look, this is the trades he's taking and the money he's earning, so it matches what we're saying. So I'm just going to nip into the statement now. Okay, so here we are in the statement. Where are we? This is the one here, New Zealand USD. So there we entered it back in October. We bought the market. You seen that it was in an uptrend. 0.54% risk. New Zealand Australian. I entered it at 62.535. As I said, we exited the trade at 65.210. We exited it on the 11th of the 11th, yeah, and the winning return was £460. So if you look at this, basically that's give or take an 8-9 to 1 trade. So I'm just showing you really what we're doing with the four dynamics and the returns I'm getting. I'm going to go back in and show you this trade now also, pound Oz, okay? Okay, so here we are. You can see probably just about at the top there, this is a trade placer, which you'll see shortly, but you've got the Great British Pound, Australian dollar. This is a weekly chart. Again, I want you just to look, geometry, there's the line, real simple, going up inside this range. We can see we entered this trade, or say I entered this trade further down here. You'll see in a moment, sorry, further down here. This is the weekly analysis. So the next slide, or the next picture should I say, is the daily chart. So now I've analysed it on the weekly. I was waiting for an entry off the low, or should I say the break of this. There's the geometry inside this range here, okay? So my entry was down here, I think it was around about the 7th of July, and I exited here, which you'll see is the 11th of December. The reason I'm showing you this, December 2019 it was, the reason I'm showing you the trade is just how long we held it up there, okay? And based off the four dynamics what I've just shown you, that I'm using them, and I want to go back to my trading statement so you actually see, and listen, this is what these guys are doing, this is what they're doing on a daily basis. So let me jump back into the trading statement. Okay, so here we are back in the trading statement now, same again, looking at the chart. So now we're analysing this trade, aren't we? So I got into this one on the 30th of July, 0.1% risk, Great British Pound, Australian dollar, entry here at 117, exit price at 2006. That's the swap value of it, by the way, and the return on that trade was £895. So, you know, I'm just showing you exactly what we're doing here with the four dynamics, that we're actually implementing it ourselves and earning a return off it. You know, we're actually using it. It's not like some strategy that's, oh, I wonder whether they use it. As you can see, the system, the strategy all ties together, ties back in with the statement. So now I've explained that, let me start to give you the value and show you exactly how you can use it going forward. Okay, so that's the trading statement. So why are we now showing our work? Why don't we, you know, the question is, you know, why don't you just trade and keep it to yourself? Well, the answer is this, is that I kind of got taught this system and strategy from Andy and Raymond, as well as other things, but we put it together and, you know, it was our robust strategy, and it was, well, why don't you just keep the trading strategy yourself, go away, make some money and do what you need to do. Well, I kind of did for a while. I just traded it. You know, I used to run a construction company. I'd always been into construction. It was real hard work, it really was, and that's why I looked for something different, which was trading. Trading gave me them returns, but once I put it together, because I was used to, you know, building companies, you know, I thought, well, you know, I want to teach people this. So we'd only show it to people in a one-on-one environment when I first started showing people it, and I'd really just, you know, show them it, show it how it could help them, where I'd demonstrate how I could help them by actually helping them. I'd just do that in a one-on-one environment. I'd see if it was a good fit for them, see if I was a good fit for them, and then whether we could, you know, whether we could work together. Because I didn't want any stress to start with. I didn't mind doing one-on-ones, and this is me with one of our clients here, doing a one-on-one with him, what I used to call a demonstration of power, see if it works for him, if it works for me, and it did. And I'd walk them through the four dynamics. They'd be completely blown away by it. I'd show them exactly what I'm showing you guys now, and they'd be like, Dale, this is perfect for me. Yes, it's exactly what we want. Please mentor us, or don't. And I was cool with either. Just they needed to be the perfect fit for us. That was the main thing. This is a screenshot with Peter here, Peter Hodgins, on a one-on-one session with myself. Me showing him the four dynamics. He's now in the war room. He's a war room client. And as I said, once we went from one-on-one, at first we'd only work with a with a single figure group, just a small group of single figures. And that's just what we did. It was super powerful how we taught the four dynamics. It really was. It was really amazing. Our clients got immense value. They really did. This is them on one of the masterminds back in September. You've got Raymond, my mouse here. You got Raymond here and Andy there. You've got some of our clients here. And basically, this is Romeo over in Australia. This is Sharon in the States. Peter in the UK. This is Henk and Laura in Wales. And and make sure we was the right fit for each other, and the value they got, and everyone loved it and enjoyed it because it was so powerful and straightforward. Once we'd cleared away all the noise, it really was for them. So we walked them through, showed them what trades are setting up, indices like the S&P and the DAX, and we'd cover each and every strategy system following the four dynamics, as you can see on the screen. Show them as it broke the high. Are we following the indices? You can see what's happening with the yen. We're looking to sell off the yen, and it was super powerful. As you can see, everyone's they're overjoyed with it, and we really delivered on it. Our clients got immense value. They really did. We've took them from strength to strength. Most of them making major returns, which was the goal. That's the goal, for them to take this and making major money from it. Like Peter, I said Peter Hodgins, you've got Sharon, Henk, Romeo, and Laura there, and Stephen. I don't think Stephen's on this picture, but they're just some of the members from our war room. Now, the way we actually promoted the course at first is we basically just went onto Facebook and spent too much money basically. But we spent £400,000 on Facebook marketing over a 12-month period, and the top and bottom of it is that side of the business, it kind of just broke even, meaning we just got the same back, and that was over, as I said, a 12-month period. And that side of the business, it has to grow. The idea is that we needed to help more people, and the outlay being what it was. That said, forgetting that, is the war room was a major success. It was completely off the wall. Our clients got immense value. We got immense value from it. We enjoyed it, which is the main thing. Raymond and Andy and myself. You can see here, this is us just explaining some COT data to them. I don't know if you can see it too close here, but the US is bearish in potential for the further downsize. Seasonality bearish until the new year. That's the dollar index chart, however, already sits on a soft support, and price action looks like exhaustion. So we're covering the four dynamics here. This is exactly what we're talking about for you. And this is just one of the webinars that we used to do every Wednesday, which you'll hear about in a moment with them. And then this is us. We actually done a 3-day seminar in London with them, and this is Raymond here teaching the guys all about the COT data and seasonality, how to interpret it. You can see they've all got it up on the platforms here because they got this in the proprietary platform. And this was a secret war room group. It was a proper bunker group. It was like Churchill's war rooms. It was in London, in the Hilton. Real 3-day special event. They got over 27 hours of real vital knowledge there. Not only did they get about the trading, the systems and strategies, but they also got the mindset, and the mindset is such an important but overlooked part of trading. This is where I believe the money is made and lost. If you haven't got the right mindset for it, if you haven't got the right risk management in place, but the mindset to hold your risk management there, to understand why you're doing what you're doing, what it is you want to achieve, then I do honestly believe that it's a lot of people are destined to fail in it. And this is where a lot of people either win or don't win. And once once a lot of the guys got this, you'll see here, they really, there was breakthroughs in the room. It was amazing. You'll see probably the picture at the back, the essence of being. And I'm showing them how they need to move through certain levels, not only in the trading, but also in their, in the life. This is a transformational course, not just a trading course for mindset, but you can't change one's mindset in trading and then it not be changed in everyday life. So, you can see the joy on the faces here. This is a letter, this was sent in on the 13th of January this year. God, what, about 29 days ago. And this was from Peter. He was with the War Room, 4th of Jan 2020. Oh, that's the email date, sorry there. 4th of Jan 2020. Started trading with no knowledge at all. I always wanted to be able to turn 1 into 2, 2 into 4. And now I found a way to do this. 3 months of learning with Dale's mindset really kept me going along the way. Raymond's Wednesday masterminds was totally alien to me. I've somewhat grown, opened my eyes to a new world, now trading live, winning and losing. I've worked hard most evenings, which you have to at most anything you do, but as much as I am using the program provided by you guys, it's the correct way. I'm using pitchforks and fibs. This is just what's it called? Geometry, okay? Technology, great mentors with Dale, Andrew and Raymond. See you all soon. That's Peter there. It was really immense having these guys and working alongside them. Absolutely blown us away. I'm also going to show you some war room trading plans now from the likes of Sharon and Stephen. Okay, so this is off permission from Sharon, by the way. So as you'll see, Sharon Panchel war plan here. August the 20th, she sent it me at 3:24 p.m. War plan, terrific Tuesday, Dale. Attached is my war plan. So I'll just pull that off the screen. And this is the war plan that I have all of our clients create. Name Sharon Panchel, the war plan, the date. So she started on the 8th to the 15th. Excuse me. Why am I a trader? I'm a trader. I love the process, the excitement of reading the markets every day and competing with myself to achieve consistent profits. I love being an entrepreneur and living with financial freedom on my journey in life. My primary objective as a trader to create an initial £10,000 of income every month, more consistently to live a freedom lifestyle and provide for first myself, then family, set new goals accordingly to depositing £100,000 in the hedge fund, adding a portion of my income growth. Third, create an income stream. So, why am I a trader? What type of trader am I? What are my strengths and weaknesses? Mindset required. I only trade on the days I am set, not distracted, and I've done my own research. Maintain daily mindset. I always surround myself with like-minded traders. My monetary goals, I intend to profit 80,000 to 100,000 this year, which is equal to 7,000 to 10,000 per month, focused on monthly income instead of weekly or daily. Realising the market might fall short on the daily and weekly due to the time of year, but volatile within that period. Yearly goals. How will I make this happen? So let's speak to Sharon directly and see exactly how she's making it happen. Okay, so I'm just here with Sharon. How you doing, Sharon? You okay?
Awesome. How about yourself?
Yeah, great, thanks, great. So I'm just asking a few questions here, Sharon, just to support some of our newest members to the War Room. So, but you're based in Phoenix, right? The US?
Yes, Phoenix, Arizona.
Awesome, awesome. So when did you first come on board with us, Sharon? When was you?
I came on board mid-July of 2019.
That's right. So with us about 6 months now, right?
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you come to the you was with the War Room, which started in September to the month of December, the 3 month program where we met in the Hilton Hotel in London, Paddington. You come
Yes.
over to that, right?
Yes, I did.
That's right. As just stating, just for our clients, obviously you was one of the clients that paid over £25,000 for the course to be working with us for the 3 month period. Yeah.
Yes, I did, and it was well worth it. I gained a lot of knowledge on the Ford dynamics, and quite honestly, now I don't know how I ever traded without it.
Yeah. Geez, that's a testimonial if I've ever heard one. Uh, I, I remember coming on board. I think it was either late July. I think it was late July, early August, and I sat with you, and we had to go through probably about, I think, 100 positions that you'd been in, that we had to look to bring to a close. But we moved past that and got them trades closed out. Probably took us about what, 4 to 5 weeks to close them down ish.
Yes, yeah, I actually had a little bit more than the 100 trades, but that's okay. They're, we've resolved them all now, and I've been successful as a trader, and but in a little bit different style that really isn't conducive to getting to the next level. So that was my main goal.
Yeah, 1,000%. I take it you're there, right?
Yes, yes, and I hope to get even further.
Yeah, I was just looking through your war room as I, walked some of the guys through it, your war plan, should I say, there, and it shows what you want to achieve. You wrote back in August what you wanted to achieve there. And month on month from being there, I think your trading account was what, about 100,000? Is that right?
Yes, a little bit more.
Okay, $100,000. What monthly returns was you returning? Really on a percentage monetary basis, Sharon?
I'd say average between 7 and 10%.
Right.
So I've had months, 10,000 and 8,500, sometimes 5 or 6,000. It all depends on what the market is giving. I've also, back in 2017, I've had $10,000 day, and my biggest month has been 18,000. That
Right.
was in November of 2017.
Yes. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so basically implementing the four dynamics into your trading system, into your strategy, and then mentoring as basically giving you these consistent returns over that period. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
All right, 100%. Tell me this, Sharon, if somebody was asking you, and obviously our clients who want to know, uh, you know, they was looking to get involved or enroll in the program, what would you say to them? Being open and honest, having gone through it.
Well, I've worked with many mentors in my trading life, and I haven't met anyone who's been quite as honest and straightforward and fun. Um, just just all different components to what one would look to have on board with someone to achieve many different things in life, including your mindset,
Yeah.
which is a big part of trading as well. And so, um, yeah, I highly recommend. It is a great value, and we're all taught to save our money, but we're not taught how to invest. Right on the waves of big business models, uh, you have to take some of your savings and invest it in your future.
Yeah. Understood. Understood. Okay. So I think you was also saying you spent quite a lot on other mentors over the months and years. Is that right?
Yes, since 2013, I have spent upwards of $100,000 on self-education.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And
So, definitely worth it.
yeah. Okay. Fantastic. So Anyone looking to get into the course, you'd say get into the course, and your returns around about, I don't know, just for argument's sake, between 6 to 9, 6 to 10%. Is that right?
Yes, you have to put in the work, but this is a fast track program that will help you, achieve your goals faster than any other trading program that I've come across.
Can't say any fairer than that, Sharon. I hope that supports our traders looking to come on board, or new people to come on board, and even existing ones also. So Sharon, we've got numerous things to speak about. I'll just hop off this and then give you a call back. Is that cool?
Yes.
Awesome. Speak soon, Sharon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was Sharon, one of our clients who's overachieving in the war room. Now what I tell you about is our MTP. Everything my company does, and I personally do, okay, we all make our decisions, and I make the decisions based off our MPT. Now the MPT stands for this massive transformational purpose, okay? Now my massive transformational purpose, what I want in life, not only for me but for people I work with and touch, is I want to radically accelerate individuals to master themselves so they live a life of abundance. I make all my decisions based around that. If this masterclass isn't going to radically accelerate an individual to master themselves so they can live a life of abundance, then I'm not going to do it. If I can't work with someone to radically accelerate that individual to master themselves so they can live a life of abundance, I'm not going to do it. If my contribution doesn't do that, I'm not going to do it. If my relationships don't do that, I'm not going to. If my business doesn't do that, I'm not going to do it. So we make all our decisions based off of that. And we have 3 rules. The first one is we help people. Yeah, in trading we help people. The second one is we get them away from the computer screen so they're not sat there night and day. And the third one is we make them the best offer. We make it a complete no-brainer for them to do. And this is what we find radically accelerates individuals to master themselves so that they're able to live a life of abundance. So really I want to walk you through a step-by-step process, and it really is straightforward. The process is straightforward. Just stay with me. I don't want there to be any confusion as we move through it. I want you to get the value as we walk through. Now, for the breakdown of the war room, or the 4 dynamics, should I say, all of our clients, every one of our clients, paid £25,000 for the 3-month intensive program. That's what they paid. Now there is a bit of a hint here. You won't have to pay that, but I'm just letting you know what they paid for it, okay? And the service that they paid, as you can see what you've just seen on the charts. So here's a recap of exactly what the 4 dynamics are and what we use going forward and what everybody uses, okay? So first of all is seasonality. Now remember what seasonality is. It's just what happened last summer, last winter. Did it rain last winter? Yes, okay. Probably a good chance it's going to rain this winter, okay? That is it. Was it sunny last summer? Yes, probably a good chance it's going to be sunny this summer, or predominantly it's going to be sunny this summer, okay? The next is cycles. What happened a year ago, 7 years ago, 14 years ago, yeah? What historically happened? What wars was there? What went in alignment? What famines? What feast was there? What recessions was there? Is it a 10-year cycle? Is it a 20-year cycle? For instance, if we go back now, we're in 2019/2020, well, if we look at the 90-year cycle, well, there's a 90-year cycle going back from the Great Depression, the Great Crash of 1929. So there's a cycle there, a 90-year cycle that's now playing out that we're in the midst of. Now you can see the power of cycles. That's a 90-year cycle, and they happen all over in every walk of life. Just like seasonality happens, you can see how the two stitch together now. So that's the first one. The second one is the COT data, yeah, which is the Commitment of Traders report, which means this, that every trader who has a position over $4 million has to report it to the Commodities Futures and Trading Commission, the CFTC. They basically have to go to them and say, these are my positions, this is what I'm doing. And what it stops at, it stops any insider trading, it shows integrity into the markets, and you get to read all this, which you're going to see very shortly. You get to see every bit of this information, what the major players in the market are doing on a daily, weekly basis. This is absolute gold, okay? The third one, well, not the third one really. Once you've analysed seasonality, yeah, so we know what's going to happen with seasonality and cycles. So we know what it's done over that period and what it's done last summer, last spring, last winter. And you've analysed the COT data, meaning what the major players in the market are doing, what their positions are. By this point, your decision's already made at what market you're going to trade. You don't need to go to a chart. Everyone else is going to a chart and getting confused. Your decisions are already made based off of seasonality and then based off of COT data, okay? Then from this point, we'll say, right, let's go to the chart. We'll look at the price action. We'll see what's happening with the price action. We'll analyse what story it's telling us, what we're going to do at a certain level. Then we'll put the geometry onto it, a point from A to B. Yeah, real simple, 1, 2. Once we put the price action geometry onto it, then what we want to know is this. Right, is the risk management that I want to put in place, is that there for me to earn the money I want from it? So my answer to risk management, I'll probably explain a lot deeper in a moment, is if I can't get a 4-to-1 return off a trade, I don't want to know about that trade. That's my system, that's my strategy. You've seen it on my trading statements, you've seen it on the charts I've shown you, and you'll see it as I go deeper into the 4 dynamics now. And that is the 4 dynamics explained to you in a nutshell, okay? Now it's at this point that people find what they're about to hear to be different or confusing, and the mind switches off and they kind of get lost, and that's where they lose money, okay? Now I don't want that to happen to you, so I want you to stay with me each step of the way, and I guarantee you once you get to the end of this and you've understood it, it's going to be like night and day to you. It's going to be like it raining on the windscreens, you put the windscreen wipers on and it's clear for you. But 9 times out of 10, this is the main reason that people do not succeed in trading, or they're not successful. They simply get confused, and I don't want that for you. And the reason they get confused is because they take a random approach to trading, okay? And that random approach to trading is basically, well, what I call random motion. They don't know whether they're going long, they don't know whether they're going short, they don't know whether the market's what we call ranging, which means sideways. Short means the market's going down, long means the market's going up. For some of you experienced traders on there, I'm just explaining the process. For people that are new for it, that's what happens. People just get caught up in random motion, and people get caught up in random motion in their life and don't know which way to turn. Trading is no different. Well, we don't have that with our traders. We don't have random motion. The 4 dynamics takes away random motion, okay? And it is a killer for most traders out there. It really is. Random motion sends people all over the place, and that's why they lose a lot of the money. It really is. But you guys, you've already taken the markets apart, so there is no confusion whatsoever. Not with the 4 dynamics, not once you've looked at seasonality and cycles, not once you've looked at COT data, and then you come to the chart and you're able to look at price action and geometry, look at the risk rewards there. There is no more confusion, okay? So it's real straightforward once you know how, once you know all about the 4 dynamics, once you understand how to interpret them and how to take them on the chart. So we're going to take it slowish. I'm not going to be droning on slowly, but I'm going to just walk you through a simple step-by-step of the four dynamics. So let me get into it and let me walk you through a step by step of the four dynamics so you can see the power of them all. Okay? Okay, so I just wanted to come out of the webinar for a moment and just break it up. Really just explain how I'm going to walk through the four dynamics to you now so you can get the most value from them. And really explain random motion because that kind of goes over people's head. They don't get used to it. And a lot of people lose a lot of money in the markets, don't make money because of random motion and the way they trade. Random motion is jumping from one chart to the next, from jumping to one extreme to the next. So 1 minute trading 1%, then trading 5%. And they do it even when they see the information they're about to see now, or use are about to see now. And I don't want that. I don't want there to be any confusion or for you to think this is too random, Dale. I don't understand this. So I'm really going to go a step-by-step process. The first dynamic I'm going to show you now is seasonality and cycles, and I'm going to drill down on them. I'm actually going to show you charts of the weekly average of seasonality and the long term of that chart, maybe going back over 20, 30, 45 years with some of them. So I don't want you getting confused. I'm going to walk you through it a step by step. It's going to completely blow you away once you understand exactly the power of seasonality. So I want to jump back in the webinar and show you now, but I just wanted to take a quick minute just to explain it to you. That don't let your mind take you away. Stay with me. Confusion happens once you don't get the gist of something. Once you don't understand what somebody's saying, your mind switches off and you lose it, and the way you're going forth then confuses you. I don't want that for you, so that's why I wanted to just explain what random motion was and how I'm going to explain seasonality. So let's get back into the webinar now, okay? So now we're going to get right into the four dynamics, okay? So first off, let's break down exactly what they are, okay? So the first one is this. The first dynamic is seasonality and cycles. Now I've already explained these to you, but I'm really going to go through them in a step-by-step, easy, explainable approach. So the first one, we've got seasonality, and this is a chart of seasonality. This tells you of this chart exactly what it's done and where it's gone to each month, which I'm going to drill down onto. That's seasonality. The next one is cycles. This is a look of cycles here. So let me move on and let me really drill down now what seasonality is. So as I've stated, seasonality is what it says it is, seasons. Usually what happened in the winter, summer, or a specific month. It's just a look back over time, real simple, okay? So the blue line on the chart, I'm just telling you now because I'll go on there in a moment and explain. But the blue line on the chart represents its lifetime movement. So did it go up? Did it go down? Was it sideways? And the yellow line is exactly the same, but it's more weighted to the most recent years. So as opposed to the blue line being the complete historic, what it done in its lifetime, the yellow line's really, well, what did you do last year? What did you do the year before that? More weighted to that, okay? And then cycles is really history tends to repeat itself. Example, if you know what the Great British Pound goes up in April, then you know what I'm expecting in the future. Real simple, that's it. So seasonality, here we go. This is a chart of the US dollar index, yeah, the dollar index. Don't get too concerned, what's the dollar index? For some of you more seasoned traders that are watching, I'm sure you'll get the gist of it, but for people that are new to it, don't get concerned. All you want to know is this, is what did this market do in the month of February, that we're in February now, okay? So as we can see, the blue line, which is its lifetime average, yes, it goes from 1999 to 2019, which is 20 years. What did it do? 21 years. What did it do? Well, it predominantly went up in that period, okay? Right, so then we go to the yellow line. Well, now I know what the long term What's it done over the last 1, 2, 3 years? It's followed the same course of action. It's more weighted to the more recent years, but as we can see, it's followed the same course of action. The peaks, the troughs are in alignment. There's a few differences here, as you can see, but predominantly it's followed the same course of action. That's all seasonality is. Once you know the direction that it follows, as I said, no different than winter, summer or spring, but once you know what it's going to do and when it's going to do it, now you can say, oh right, I'm looking to buy this market now as opposed to going against what it normally does. Make sense? Great stuff. Okay, cycles. So cycles, as I've said, are really what that history repeats itself. History does repeat itself, or it gives us clues. If we know what's happened in the past, we can then know what's going to happen in the future. Same as seasonality at that time of year. Going back to the 7th of Feb, which was last week, we had a cycle on gold, which I'll be speaking a bit about in a moment. We had a cycle on the S&P. We're now on the week commencing the 14th of February, yeah? And we've got a cycle on the yen, and we've got a cycle on the FTSE 100. So they're the cycles we've got showing. These are all within our members area. And once we know that we've got a cycle on these, we can then start to put that together with seasonality. Well, what did seasonality do at this time of year with the cycles? Right, now what did it do with COT data? Once you start to put them together, you're like cementing the case to say, right, I'm going long, I'm going short, this is a sideways market. I hope that makes it clear on seasonality and cycle. Okay, so I just wanted to jump out of the webinar real quick because I'm going to go into the exciting part now, one of the super exciting parts, which is the COT data. And I don't want you getting confused or getting lost because for some reason it might be the first time you've seen it. So I'm going to go in there and I'm going to show you the power of the COT data and our proprietary platform. So I don't want you getting lost. I'm just going to walk you through a simple step-by-step process and really show you what the COT data can do, because people aren't aware of this, let alone people that are aware of it. They don't really know how to interpret it. So I'm going to explain about it. Now, in the COT data, there's 3 types of traders in the market. First of all, you've got the commercials, which I'll explain. Commercials, think of owners, users and producers, people that own that product. Like if we was talking gold, which I will do, think of a gold mining company, yeah? Then you've got non-commercials. Non-commercials are hedge funds, are banks, are pension funds, okay? And they own roughly about 30 to 20% of the market. Whereas the commercials, the owners, users and producers own between 60 and 80% of the market. So you've got commercials, you've got non-commercials, and the next one, you've got non-reportables. Well, they're not important, so we don't have to get concerned about them. I'm going to explain them in the webinar, but I just wanted to explain that to you quick. I wanted to jump out and just give you a quick overview because I don't want your mind switching off. I want you to stay with me. Once we piece this jigsaw together, you'll be flying. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, so here we are back in the masterclass, and I'm explaining now the second dynamic, which is the COT report. COT report, I've explained to you, stands for Commitment of Traders Report. It's a report that every member of the market, everyone who's involved in the market, every hedge fund, every owner, user and producer has to report their position if it's over £4 million, okay? Now, they have to report that to the Commodities, Futures and Trading Commission, which I've explained for you, but I just want to get this home that what this is here is all there is in the markets. So all there is buyers and sellers in the markets. This is a picture of the COT report, which I'm going to dive in now and show you. But before you get in, I just want to give you an overview of this, because this is what I'm going to show you. And basically, you've got commercials, you've got non-commercials, and you've got non-reportables. They're the 3 people in the market. That's all there is in the market. Okay, so I'm going to explain each and every one of them to you as we get into the COP report, as we walk through it. And once you can really see the value, the gold, not physical gold, but the literal, the meaning of the word gold, in the COP report, you'll be absolutely blown away by it. So let me jump into our platform now, and let me show you exactly what it's all about. Okay, so here we are in our members area. Okay, you'll have access, or all of our clients have access to this, but what I've basically just done is just clicked on the COT and cycles, which I'll show you in a moment, but I just want to get right into showing you the COT report and our proprietary software. So basically, you've got the COT report here, which, as I said, you've got commercials, you've got non-commercials, and you've got non-reportables. Let me just give you an overview of these. And then you've got the commodity name here, okay? So the commodity name is what the market is. So you've got the Australian dollar, you've got the British pound, Canadian dollar, so on and so forth. We're going to be taking a look at gold, all right? So the commercial traders, they equate for between 60 and 80% of the market, okay? So when these guys move, they move markets. The non-commercials, they equate for around about 40 to 20% of the market. So they're really what we call trend followers. If the market's going up, them guys are going up. If the market's going down, them guys are going down. The non-reportables are really traders in the market, like you, me, and other people. Well, maybe not because of me, because of my fund, but some other stuff. Retail traders, brokers that don't equate for over £4 million. So basically, they just bunch them together. Predominantly, the non-reportables are on the wrong side of the market. So that's the COP report. I don't want you to get caught up in, well, what are all these numbers and I couldn't understand them. Don't worry. We take all of the numbers, what are reported to the TFTC, we put them into our system, and then we break them down into an easy to understand format. So all of these numbers here are then taken over to the COT extremes. So again, you've got commercials, owners, users, and producers. Yeah, I'll explain them in a moment. I'll explain them now. An owner, user, and producer, if we think of the gold market, are think of gold miners, like I was saying before. So if they are the owner and the user of that product, they use it to make jewelry, or they're the producer of it, they actually take it out the ground, then they predominantly own that market, the buying and selling of it. So we want to make sure that what these guys are doing, we're fully aware of. And the same as the non-commercials, okay? These guys are trend followers, so I'll show you in a moment what are these two doing against each other. And the same as the non-reportables, again, you don't have to worry about them. So if we're taking gold for the example, here we are on gold here, Let's take this one here, this line, I'm going to highlight it for you. Let's take gold as the example. Predominantly, and this is the biased, meaning what the commercials are doing. They're basically saying, we're short, our decision is to be short in this market. The commercials are basically saying, we're long this market, we're buying this market. And these are saying we're selling it. Well, we're happy with that. We know what the bias is doing, okay? So then we go to the COT chart. This is a real short breakdown for you, which is really so powerful, so the gold of what the markets are all about is that people look at the numbers and they get, like I said, they get confused and they don't give it the time it needs. So here we are. We've now got the commodity name. We've got the commercials. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to click on to gold. Click on the gold chart there. And this will bring up the gold chart. Right, let me just walk you through this now. I'm going to click off this because you don't really need to see what the index is doing. So this is a look back what the chart's done for, we're going to, I don't know, let's look back over 5 years, for instance, yeah? So this is what the chart's done. So we now know that the market is or the commercials are predominantly short. They've just told us that their bias is short. And the non-commercials are, their bias is predominantly long. They're buying it. So if we look at this chart, what's it telling us is that at this point, the market's right at the top here, yeah? And the commercials, who are the owners, users and producers of this market, are basically selling as much as they can. Yeah, they're selling all they can to the markets, and each one of these bars are weekly bars, so don't get too concerned, but I'm just explaining the importance, the need to know the COP data. So the people that own between 60 and 80% of the market have never sold so much of it. Even though the market's going up, what they're doing while they're producing it, they're selling it. So if you can imagine they've got a garage or a warehouse full of gold, they can't sell enough of it. They're like, get out the door, get out the door. The price is so good that they're selling us. They've never sold this much. Now the non-commercials, what they're actually doing, they've never bought so much. They're like, we'll buy it, we'll buy this market up, we'll buy this market up. And if we looked at the price last time it was at this level, yeah, here we are, yes, we can see that the price, the chart price, yeah, so if we look at them, we tie this in over it. So if we look at the red top line, this peak here, as it's coming in here, yeah, and the bottom one, the peak here, and they're buying. If we look at this here, we can see that price rolled over and then moved sharply down to the low side. So we're ahead of the game. We're actually being able to look at the market and predict, well, the last times you owned this much gold, non-commercials, and the last time the commercials sold this much, the market fell to the low side. So all we're looking for now is, right, well, give me the right price action and I'm selling this market. Yeah? That's what this information's telling us. So now we know exactly what the buying and selling. Now I'm going to say, right, okay, I know what they're going to do at this point. Let me just click on this arrow here, which will bring me up a seasonality chart of gold. Now, you can see here, the blue line, as you know, this goes back to 1975, okay? We've got 45 years of data here. So we've got 1975 up until 2000, yeah? What happened in the month of February? Well, on the blue line, we can see that early February, we get a move to the upside. And then we flatten out, okay, coming into February. And then we've got a sharp move at the end of Feb, going into March, that moves to the downside. So the numbers are telling us that. It doesn't mean, oh, the commercials are all selling as much as they can. Sell now, sell now, sell now. It's not telling us that. What it's telling us is that they're selling. So what we can see is this move up here. Yeah? We can see this move up actually happening on the chart. We can see it happening in the data. What they've done at this time of year. So now what we're waiting for is to see the right action to then say, right, now's the time to sell. This is the perfect time, because you might get a spike up in price. Let the price action tell us, and then we'll take it to the downside. So if we look at the weekly average, what it's done in the last 1, 2, 3 years, we can see that in Feb, we took a move up to the upside. Yeah, move up to the upside. And then in March, it sharply moved to the downside. Yeah? So that's what seasonality is telling us. Yeah? We'll click off that. Go back to the gold chart. And this is exactly what it's telling us here. That, yeah, it moves to the upside. We can see the moves to the upside. These guys are selling the market. The people that own it. The producers, which I'm going to show you a slide in a moment. And now you'll understand why these own so much of the market. And also why what the non-commercials are doing, why they're buying so much of it. So that information's just told us that. I want to just jump out of the COP platform now. That's just giving you an overview of the COP plan, the COP data, the COP platform, and showing you its true power on what we have access to here. Why it's so important as the second dynamic. Okay, so here we are. I wanted to explain just how important the commercials are. So when I say they own between 60 and 80% of the market, if we look here, this is just a search on Google, top 10 gold producing companies in dollar amounts in 2018. You could put 19, it's irrelevant, but this was just a more in-depth search. If you look at Gold Corp, okay, Gold Corp Incorporated, the gold production was 89.4 tons. The total revenue was £3.52 billion. All right? Anglo Gold, their gold production was 112.8 tons, revenue 4.9 billion. Yeah, and if we move down, you've got Newmount Mining Corp. Their gold production was 163 tons, revenue 7.1 billion. Barrick Gold, who was the biggest that year, their gold production was 171 tons. The revenue was 8.77 billion. When these guys decide to sell or buy a market, and you've got that data, what they're doing, you be prepared to go with them because they own the market. They predict where price goes. Okay, so as you can see, the money, the volume they own. I want to know what these guys are doing. I want to know what they're doing on a daily, on a weekly basis if I'm going to buy or sell any market. Okay, and the information what I shared with you there in the COT data, the information what I've shared here regarding the COT data, that tells us that. So when these guys are buying and selling, I want to know that information, and that's what we've got here. Now, not only do we have that information on gold, but we have it on the top 75 most traded markets, commodity markets on the planet. Okay, as you can see them all, we have all the seasonality for them and all the COT data for them all. As you can see, coffee, cocoa, soybean, palladium, silver, gold, copper, crude oil, all the currencies, the dollar index. So we've got all of that information, every bit of that information that we need to analyze. Okay? And that's the power of having the COT data. That's just, it completely blows you away. When you understand how much these guys are owning the market, that's, having that data, understanding, being able to interpret that data is why you'll make money trading. Now, the next one from there is, remember that basically at this point, your decision's already made. You know what markets you want to trade. Having looked at the seasonality, the cycles, and the COT data is right. I'm going to trade this market. I want to buy or I want to sell this market. Once you've got that information, that then leads you on to the third dynamic. And the third dynamic is price action and geometry. Now, I just want to walk you through these. Not exactly, I've covered it a couple of times now, but I'm going to take these onto some charts and just show you exactly what price action, what geometry is, and why it's so important to be the third dynamic. Okay? So here's a picture of one of my charts. I'm going to take you in a moment, but this is just a quick snapshot of the gold market. Okay? So these lines on this chart are just geometry. As you can see, they're perfect. We spaced, each mark is perfectly spaced. That's geometry. Real simple, real straightforward. So if we look at this bigger picture here, what I'm first saying with price action is, what are the bars on the chart telling us? What story are they telling us? So at this level here, you can see they respected this line. And I want the first impulsive move up, which is bump to this level. Once I've got that, I then just measure it. And then I go 1, 2, 3, 4. They're the 4 levels. That's geometry. That's putting the support and resistance on. just going off the first impulsive move. Don't worry about it. You're going to learn about it all in the program. I'm just showing you what price action and what geometry is. So now what I'm saying to myself is, right, well, what is the bars on the chart telling us in the price action? What's the story of them telling us? If you look at this geometry from that point to that point, this point to this point, price has stayed in this channel. I'm saying if you break out of this channel, price action, what are you telling me? Well, it's telling me then to go long, okay, to buy that market, which I did over the month of December. So what story are they telling us? And that's what price action's telling us. The same with geometry. What we're saying is, once you get through these levels, what are you likely to do at this level? What's seasonality? What's COT data? What is the price action telling us? That when they get to certain levels, the geometry in the market, what is it likely to do? That's the power of that just them three dynamics, okay? And that's understanding being able to put seasonality, COT data, price action, and geometry all together in one, let alone coming on to risk management. So once you've got that, then you can say, right, what's my risk management? Now I know what's seasonality, what COT's telling me. I can understand the price action and geometry. What do I do with risk management? And that's what I want to go on to next. Don't get concerned at the moment if you're like, what's the price action? What's geometry? We explain that all in the course. That's what we teach you in a step-by-step process. Now what I want you to understand though is the concept of it and how you can interpret this into your trading. So let me now get on to the fourth dynamic, which is basically risk management. And this is the gold. This is the hidden, what I like to call the hidden dynamic that people really overlook it too much. So the fourth dynamic, risk management, as I said, all we're ever looking for is 4-1. We don't have to overlook it. That's it. Even whether you've got a high risk tolerance or a low risk tolerance. People with high risk tolerance like to trade a higher percentage of their account. So if you can imagine you've got let me go onto the chart here, explain it. If you've got a £10,000 account, yes, and you're willing to say, right, I want to put up 1% of that account balance, which is £100, but the market has to be able to give me the potential of taking £400 out the market. That's a 4-1 risk reward. Some people like to trade 2% of their account balance, which would be £200, but the reward would then be £800. It's still the same, but your risk management is 4-1. People would rather say, no, my risk tolerance is a bit lower. I only want to trade 0.5% of my account, which would be £50 of this balance. So my reward would be £200. It's all about keeping a controlled risk management in place, and that's all risk management is. There's no need to overlook it or make it too difficult. As long as it can give you 4 times the reward and 1 times the risk, that's all that we're concerned about with risk management, okay? All we're concerned about. Let me show you one of my current statements here now and go into the chart, bring it up and just show you. Again, you can see this is what I'm explaining. 1% risk of your account, 4% return. There's the risk. Can you give me 4%? And yes, it's there. As you can see on the chart, and this was gold, which I'm going to go in and show you in a moment, is you can see the geometry actually wrote on the chart, and it was inside it, so we could get the return out of it. Hence why I took the trades. Which I'm going to show you now. So let me just bring up the statement to show you. Okay, so here we are in the IG account, one of my trading accounts. You can see the value down here, 10734. I think I've shown you some of this in the Secret Power Players group. So this was the trade we was in. Let me bring the account history up. We drag that up for you. And this is just the statement, basically, the trades we've took, where we're here. Thursday the 19th, which was last week. See the starting balance around here. Let me get our pen up. Okay, so there we are. We're at £10,000 starting balance. There's your date being the 28th of the 1st, yeah? And let me just scroll down now. So you can see these trades, what we've been taking, minus 95, minus 95, minus 95, 1% of the account. You can see me risk here, all controlled, all the way down, 4 to 1. This is the 4 dynamics playing out what you're seeing in front of you guys, okay? Just bring the pen back up. Okay, so these are trades at 1% going against you, 1% going against you. And then these are the wins. So there we go. What date was this? This was, we got the 2nd of the 3rd there, okay? Which was, I don't know, whatever it was, 2 weeks ago. There's another one. 282 winning trade, 267. Couple of losing trades there, minus, and so on and so forth. Scroll back down. Scroll back down through the chart, and you can see where the balance is at there now. So basically, bringing us up to today's date. Which we're around about the 13th. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. 13th or yesterday's date. God, my skills with this pen aren't the best. Bringing us up to yesterday's date is the 2nd of the 13th. Okay. So you can see that the balance started at 10,000, yeah? On the 1st of the 28th. It's now at 10,734%. Yeah, that's a 7.34% return over, what, a 2-week period. So this is it playing out in front of you. This is a live account. Let me just, can I pull that back down now? Yeah. This is a live trading account. I'll just get these marks off the screen. This is the live trading account. Okay, it's only we're on the gold market live. This is my live account. There's a balance where we're currently at there now. Profit and loss, withdrawal. There's no withdrawals at the moment. This is just a test account. What I'm doing, I'm running £10,000 on this for the next 12 months, and that's where we're at. It's currently at a 7.26% return in 2 weeks, and that's following the 4 dynamics. There is no hard and fast rules. Oh, it's challenging. Oh, it's super tricky. It's not. Just stick to these rules. Don't get lost in random motion, and that's where you make the returns. And this is what our clients are doing, which you've just seen them doing it in the war room group, in the secret clients group, okay? And this is the 4 to 1, just what I'm explaining. Gold market, same again, and there was the trades we was taking. So I'm just giving you that overview. And the reason, or one of the big reasons people kind of don't make it at trading, is because what they do is they're taking that random approach. And this is I'll just show you one of the slides here. This is our broker, and what these have to state on the websites. It's the reason why 74.93% of retail investors' account lose money trading. Okay, as you can see, the complex, this is the stuff they have to put on the site. The complex instruments, 74.93% of retail investors lose money trading. Well, you've got to look at it in reverse, because what I see there is not 74.93% of traders. I actually see this, I see 25.07% of traders make money when trading in a systematic way. That's how I read it. People don't read it like that. And that's how you have to read it. And once you start to read it like that, then you can see the benefits of implementing this system, of following this system on a step-by-step process. And once you start to do that, your trading completely goes to the next level. Just completely goes to the next level. So that's the 4 dynamics. That's what I wanted to explain to you exactly about them. and really understand the power of really what the four dynamics can do for you. And that's it. The four dynamics, really, that's what they tell you. They tell you everything that is happening in the markets, whether you should be in the markets, whether you should be out the markets, whether you should be long, whether you should be short. You know, being a trader, you know, you have to be what a trader bees. I hope that makes sense here. You know, you have to look at the COT data, look at seasonality, look at cycles. Once you look at that, look at your price action, and look at your geometry. You just look at what we've just laid out for you. Once you start being that, you do what a trader does, which is implementing the system, the strategy. You start to have what a trader has. And, you know, I know it can seem complex, but it's not. Just be what a trader, be how a trader is. Do what a trader does. It's their analysis, like I've just explained, and then you'll have what a trader has, whether that's, you know, materialistic things, whether it's monetary things. And there's nothing wrong with wanting nice cars, nice clothes, nice houses, nice whatever it is you may want. You know, who really doesn't want that? You know, we do live on an economic planet. You are allowed to have nice things. It's allowed. But you're only going to get them through trading, by being a trader, by doing what a trader does, and then you'll have what a trader has, or have what you personally want as, you know, as an individual. And best of all, the four dynamics, they clear away all the noise. They take away all the guesswork, all, you know, should I be in? Should I be out? I'm going to buy this. I'm going to see what the market does for me. No, you can trade what the stats and the data clearly tell you. You know, what is happening in the markets, not what your opinion is, what is actually happening in the markets. And that's where the major returns come from. And once you've got them, that system and strategy nailed down, once you've got the major returns coming in, it makes trading so much more exciting. You know, it makes it enjoyable to come to your charts and say, right, how can I outmaneuver the markets here now? Well, you can do that once you've got an understanding of seasonality, once you've got an understanding of COT data, once you've got an understanding of price action and geometry, and right, this is my risk management, then you can just comfortably get into that trade, okay? So I just want to walk you through a trade now. I want to bring it all together, go onto the charts and show you exactly the four dynamics playing out. So here we are in the in our members area, and I've clicked on the COT data. I've clicked on there. I'm just going to bring the full four dynamics together for you now. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to gold. There's gold here. So first of all, I'm going to say, right, show me the seasonality. So we're in mid-Feb here now. I'm looking for a move. I'm looking for a move up. I'm looking for this move, and once the move comes up, I'm looking to come to the short side. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I can see the move up mid-Feb, and I'm looking to the move to the short side. That's what I'm fully aware of. That's what seasonality is telling me. Okay, the seasonality is telling me that long term, come up, short term in Feb, and then it looked to the downside. Same with the weekly average. It's come up mid-Feb. I'm looking for a move to the downside. Looking for a move to the downside. Right, now I know that with seasonality, I'm then going to come to the COT data on it. Yeah? We're going to look at the COT data. What are the commercials doing? The commercials are selling it. Okay, great. You don't need to get too concerned over me drilling down on the numbers. I want you to understand the concept. Yeah? The non-commercials are buying it. Okay, so the seasonality and the COT data is in alignment. Right, now I've got that. Let me go to the chart and implement the next part, which is the price action and the COT and the geometry and the risk management. Okay, so here we are on the chart now. Just let me increase this, make it a bit bigger. Great stuff. Okay, so now I'm coming to the chart, and I know that this is gold. You can see at the top. Okay, I know that the seasonality and the COT data is in my favour. This is going back to September. This is December. This was the breakout we took, and this brings us up to current date. So All this on here, these lines, ignore them for the moment, but it's just geometry. This is just what price has done, and we're expecting it now to do at this level. This is pitchforks, which we'll teach you all about in the program. Don't worry, it's real simple. So what we're now saying is, when price touches this level, can we get this move to the downside? So going off what the seasonality is telling us, we're looking for that move up. Yeah, we're looking for a bit more of a move up, and the same with gold. We're looking for a bit more of a move up, and then we know that the commercials are heavily selling this market. So we're looking for the move to the downside. Can we take that move? Well, the answer is yes. There's a risk management, and it's in place with our seasonality. It's in place with our COT data, yeah? And it's also in place with the geometry. And the price action is telling us the right story. Now, can we get the risk reward? Yes, we can. This is the goal that I want you to know now. That is the four dynamics put together. If we take them off the screen, what is it we're looking at? And this is where people come to the chart and they're looking at the charts and they don't know what's going on the charts. When you've got the four dynamics in your arsenal, when you're understanding exactly what to do, when to do and how to do it, it makes trading so much easier. It makes your decision making so much easier. When this happens, I will do this, as opposed to, oh, well, I'm not too sure what may happen. I'm not too sure what's happening on the chart. And that's where a lot of people lose money. Well, that's where you'll make money with the four dynamics, okay? So I hope that's cleared it up for you. All right, let's get back into it. So there we are, back into it. Now I've walked you through that trade on the chart there and brought it all together. And all of the War Room clients, all of our War Room clients use the four dynamics, and most are making major returns. Now the original War Room program was in person. Yes, now we've actually done it face to face with Raymond Gilmore, Andrew Panchola, myself, Dale Caucus, and our full team. You know, and they got immense value from it. They really does. It was a closed door 3-day War Room event at the Hilton Hotel in Paddington, where 12 of our clients, all that paid £25,000 for this special rare event, each and every one of them. You know, there was over 27 hours of priceless content that we recorded, edited, and is all laid out in a step-by-step process for our clients to be able to watch it all back. It's absolutely golden, explaining the four dynamics. Here we are. This is the War Room in the Hilton Hotel in Paddington. 12, as I said, 12 of the clients for this rare event, £25,000. It really was like a... well, that's why we called it the War Room. It really was like a Churchill War Room, you know, for any that had ever been to London. Winston Churchill had his war room, they had this bunker, and this was the old concept around it. Here you can see Raymond teaching them the COT data, how to interpret it, how they can get the knowledge from it to go into the markets, to make the moves, to set the trades, and to make to make money from it, basically. Exactly the same with the seasonality, how Andrew explained that to him, and the mindset that I explained. It was complete. It was a complete breakthrough for them. It really was. It was, you know, the value, the immense knowledge they got from this 3-day event, and what we recorded each and every step of it, you know, was, God, it was inspiring just to be in the room and see them getting it, and you can see how engaged each and every one of them are. You really can. They also have access to our online private members area, which is accessible from anywhere in the world with internet, that is. And I'm going to take you into the members area in a moment and show you a step-by-step process, which is a complete state-of-the-art members area where you've got it at your fingertips, all the programs laid out in a simple format. Now, all the content, they also got access to all of the programs we have in the Inner Circle program and all the past recordings. Now, I'm going to go in now and show you exactly what the Inner Circle program was and all of the content and all of the members area and the value it gives them. So here we are in our members area. So you would get your own, or they would have their own login details. And as you can see across the top here, you've got the home, You've got trading programs, indicators, cotton cycles, private group, book club, masterminds, and get in touch. So I'm going to walk you through a step by step. It won't take a couple of minutes. So get started here. Explore your trading programs. Harness the power of institutional grade indicators and join your own community of like-minded traders. You've got Tech Tuesdays, which mean every Tuesday, forget tech overwhelm. We're there to support you, whether it be your platform, whether it be your trading platform. We're there to support you every step of the way, and we're also there every Tuesday if you need us. But we're also 24 hours a day, 7 days, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you need that support. Masterminds on a Wednesday. This is what you just click to join the masterminds on a Wednesday. Real simple, but you get an email sent out to you. But they're all there. Just click that meeting every Wednesday. It takes you straight in. Real straightforward, real simple. The next one is this. Is the Thursday mindsets. Again, same scenario. You click on that, and the Thursday mindsets are sat there waiting. All you simply got to do is connect, click connect, and you're straight in. But there's an email sent to you each day, which I'll explain in a moment. This is the gold, really. Watch the old mastermind recordings. So any of the old mastermind recordings, as you can see, the vault here is fantastically designed. As I said, it's state of the art. So you just click on mastermind recordings, and you can go back from 2018, 2019, and look at all the recordings that we've done. So you've basically got all the recordings going back to 2018, March to 2018, right up into present date. Probably take a while to load this. I won't sit here and wait while it loads. But you can see them all there, each step by step, each weekly webinar, whether it's a mindset one, there they are loading now. I'll come out. The last thing I want is that holding us up internet speed wise. So you've got 2018, 2019, and right up to present date. So if you want to say watch the last week's one because it's been recorded, there it is sat there, 12 for the 2nd of the 12th, sat there. It's a fact of just pressing play, going back into it, and just going in and saying, right, well, where are we up to? And you can see the analogy going forward here. So you get to watch all of them, okay? And we're not about restricting people, oh, well, you can't watch these and they cost extra money. No, whatever can support you to become the complete trader, whatever can radically accelerate individuals to master themselves, to live an abundant life, we're about giving it them and delivering that, okay? So that's all the pre-recorded webinars there that are for you. Next is your bonus content. Click here for 24 hours, 7-day support. You've got that. Click here to join the book club. We have a book club. Download the calendar, which means what's happening with your webinars, what's happening with your masterminds, and join our official Facebook community. This is a closed circle community where it's not full of just people that come in and out. This is full of just like-minded traders like ourselves, okay? So that's the home. Then you go into trading programs. Trading programs they take you from a stand-start position. So in here you've got the progressive trader and you've also got the inner circle. So let me explain. Accelerate your trading takes you from a standstill start. Now, even every trader that's been with us, we've had traders that joined the war room that have traded for over 20 years. Rodney in Australia, for instance. When he joined, I said, Rodney, I'd prefer you to go through it all. He went through it all. Same with Sharon. Sharon had traded for over 10 years. And this revolutionized their trading. Just because they've traded for that long, sometimes you have to unlearn the odd thing. And that's why we give full access to everything, because we're able to go through it all. So you've got accelerate your trading. As I said, you've got full access to open your demo account and your own trading live account instantly. You got the progressive trader, millionaire trader new playbook that's sent out to your address. You actually get a physical copy of this sent to your address, as same as the war room manual, which I'll show you shortly. You've got your setup call, which you'll have with myself or one of the team, where we'll set up your platform, we'll set up your program. You've got the Advanced Trader, the Freedom Trader. These are all programs. I'll just drop into one of these just to show you an example. So you've got the Freedom Trader. They're all laid out. So you'll say, right, I want to do this module, for instance. You'll click on that one. You'll click play, and it'll walk you through a step-by-step process of what to do here. So you can see the video. It's telling you what to do,
period of 20
when to do, and how to do it. You'll also click on your downloadable PDF document. So they're all there walking you through a step-by-step process of what everything means, okay, and how to interpret it all. From there, you'll just click on to the next one, and it'll roll you on to the next module. Let me pull myself back out so I don't end up getting lost. So that's the Freedom Trader, and as you can see, there they all are, the modules on a step-by-step. As I said, this is state-of-the-art. They're all down here, all of your modules to access them. Go back one. So that was the Freedom Trader. You've got your war chest where all your indicators are stated. These are what we use. These explain exactly the importance of each and every indicator, each and every module that will walk you through a step-by-step process. We have the power bank levels, modules to show you them. Now that is the Progressive Trader and the Inner Circle program. From that point going up, all of these, which you've got 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all of them include the Inner Circle program, what I was telling you about. Now with the War Room, with this, you actually get them added in. So then you've got the War Room program, which takes you to being, let's just call it the Complete Trader to simplify things, okay? Now the War Room program, all of the modules are laid out for you. You've got long-term cycles, how to interpret the cycles. You've also got the case of 2019, histograms, price projections, trends, advanced price projections, risk management, average true range stops, charting patterns, pitchforks, introduction to certain orders. It really is fully in depth. So that's step one of the War Room. From there, you've also got COT programs. Let me just go back one. From there, you've also got the COT programs in the War Room. You click on COT reports, and you know this walks you through a module on everything about the COT report. What is the COT report? What does the COT show us? Commercials, non-commercials, tracking the COT over time, walk through the COT program, COT index. You know, a fuller in-depth that teaches you at a time that suits you, suits our clients, and you're able then to, when you come in on your 24 hours, 7 days a week, ask questions, but when you come in on your webinars, just to reach out and say, well, I've gone over this. What does this mean? What does that mean? Which I'll explain in a moment for you also. So that's the War Room, the War Room program and the COT reports. Also, you've got the War Room weekend. This is, you know, so proud of this really. What we done over the War Room weekend, 27 hours of, you know, priceless content. There really is. I'll just click on to here. So, for instance, we actually send this out in the post direct to your address, but you're also able to access it immediately online. And this is where we walk through a step-by-step, as I say, balancing every aspect of your life is key to your success. You know, this is truly a transformational program. You know, the document we've put together for this, the mindset, let alone the mindset, which is transformational, but also the also the COT data, also the cycles for each and every one. It really is. I'll just have a flick through it. You've got Cycles with Andrew Pancholi, you've got Cop Reports with Raymond Gilmore, Cycles with Andrew Part 2, Cop with Raymond, Mindset with Dale Gorkas, Mindset Part 3 with Dale Gorkas, Cycles with Andrew Pancholi Part 3, Cycles with Andrew Pancholi Part 4, Cop Report with Raymond Part 3. You know, you can see all of it laid out in a step-by-step process, and it's absolutely, it's absolutely mind-blowing, just the quality of the program. It really is. So that's the War Room weekend that we done, that we recorded in London, yes, in the secret, should we call it, bunker, the Churchill's bunker at the Paddington Hotel there. It was really was a fantastic weekend. So that's the trading programs. Now the indicators, these are all what we use. We don't use any other. We use the power bank levels, the Cycle Finder Pro, the Matrix, and the Ultimate Trade Placer. They're also within the members area. You've also got access to the COT and the cycles. This is how you would access the COT charts, our proprietary platform. Simply come in here, one click of a button, and you're straight into the platform here. There is no messing, like waiting for things. You're straight in. You want to go and analyze gold, click on gold, analyze it. There's all your charts for you. You want to come in and take a look at the Australian dollar, you click on the Australian dollar, come in and analyze it. It's laid there for you, okay? Let's go back one. So that's the COT data all there. You want to come and see what cycles we've got that are setting up, no problem. You come in, 2020. This video explains how to use it, but I'll show you. Come in, click on February. You'll see here, as I was showing you in the program, these are the cycles from last week. These are the cycles for this week. Japanese yen and the FTSE, and what's happening for the 21st and beyond, and the 28th. There's one on the 28th, look for a cycle setting up on the S&P 500. The power of these cycles is really truly phenomenal once you understand how to really harness them. It really is amazing. And then we've got the book club, the masterminds. As I said, they're all there for you. I explained that before to you. And if you need to get in touch, how to get in touch with us, questions here, frequently asked questions. What time do the Tech Tuesday start? How often are they? How do I join the Thursday masterminds? I'm not receiving invitation email. Not receiving invitation emails. They're all there laid out for you. This is a state-of-the-art private members area. This isn't just one of these off-the-shelf, you can put a few programs in here. We had this personally built. So when you're going through it, it's a simple step-by-step process, the ease of use. The money invested into this was absolutely phenomenal. It really was. So that's explained the members area. Now what I want to explain is I want to come out of the members area and show you exactly what else they got, what else you receive apart from the members area. So yeah, that was the members area. Now, what they also got, every Sunday evening, they would get a video of what markets were setting up with the 4 dynamics, like I've just explained on the chart, and what trades we have personally taken. And they was welcome to take them if they wanted. They was more than welcome to take them, but they would get that put in the members area every Sunday evening, okay? A personal video from Raymond, myself, or Andy showing the market setting up. Also, every Wednesday they get a 1-hour live in-person trading webinar evening where we'd be on there for a full hour, always ran over, with Raymond Gilmore and Andy explaining the 4 dynamics, teaching the 4 dynamics, showing the trade setting up, answering any questions you want. All our clients also, they spoke with them on a one-on-one call, which is we call a trader's hot seat. So if you can imagine, they're on there, so we've got the traders on there, and they come on and speak on a one-on-one basis, face-to-face. Well, this trade's setting up, and the COT data's saying this, and the seasonality saying that. How do we interpret and put that together? Raymond and Andy would be on there, explaining it, walking through a step-by-step, and you'll notice a lot of one person's questions are really the next person's questions and answers, and just gives them breakthroughs. Really was powerful, the hot seat, really is powerful. And it's really so they ask whatever they want to ask to experts, not to people that just, trade now and again, to actual experts in the market that have been doing it for over 20 years, 30 years even. Okay? And every other Thursday, the mindset in trading, which, as I've stated to you, is 80% of trading success. Not just in trading, but in life itself. It really is key to trading success. And it was amazing. All of our clients spoke to me one-on-one, in the same setup as a trader, but in a mindset hot seat where they could come on and they could, ask whatever questions they wanted. Ask an expert, I'm going through this when I'm losing trades. I'm going through that when I'm winning trades. When I win a few trades on the bounce, I'm feeling invincible, and then I'm getting overconfident in the markets. How should I overcome this? And I'd simply be explaining to them. Well, at that point, there comes a point of confusion. Yes, we do need to sit down. We do need to confront it. And then when we confront it, then we'll ask, why this trade? Why me? Why now? Once we've answered that, then we can deliver and go on with the trade. Little breakthroughs like that, that's just one of the systems I will teach them. Right after the webinar recordings would be done, whether it would be a trading one on a Wednesday or a mastermind every other Thursday, all the recordings will be posted direct to the members area for anyone that missed them, or for anyone that wanted to go back on and basically watch them for future reference. Hence why you guys get a bank, or our guys got a bank of masterminds to go back and watch from March 2018. They also got full access to our world-class proprietary cut data and seasonality platform. Proprietary means it's ours, it's nobody else, it's copyrighted to us. You won't get that anywhere else. And you can access it from anywhere in the world with internet. It's right at your fingertips, it's state of the art, as you have seen it. And the system, the program, the war room, it was so powerful and enjoyable. I mean, I loved it, we all did, and our clients completely rave about the program, as I'm sure you've heard. And as you can see, it's all laid out in a simple step-by-step process, so you become that complete trader. And that was the goal. That was the process I wanted from the 4 Dynamics. But I told you in the past the way our team promoted the program, and when the numbers came back in, I'll be honest, what we'd paid to deliver the program and the ongoing support and the training and the software, it really just didn't stack up, for our time commitment we was putting in, and the fact we was only helping 12 people at a time. Well, the numbers weren't there, and it was playing on my mind. The fact we was, we was helping 12 and it was great for them, but I just knew we could do a lot more. It had to be a win-win-win relationship, meaning a win for the client in that they got what they wanted, a win for us all individually, for me and Andy and Raymond and the team, but a win for the company also. And the formula was quite simple. It really was. It was create a high-value program, which is what we've done, that is completely off the wall, the 4 Dynamics, the War Room program, yes, and for people to purchase it, and a select few people, these small groups, these single number groups. And once we'd done that and we'd delivered it and I seen the value, I just knew we could do more. I knew we could deliver to a lot more people, and it was really playing on my mind. It really was. And I was sat toying with this, and I thought, right, what's our way forward to deliver more? Which was the War Room program I've just stated. So everything that I've just stated and walked through with you, which was your own War Room full private members area that I've walked through and shown you step by step the members area, and that included everything, the Inner Circle program, everything that we have from start to finish, so you become the complete trader. All of our programs laid out in a clear step by step process for you. easy accessible and easy affordable. That was key. And live in-person webinars that are two times a week, twice a week, on a Wednesday and on a Thursday, where you've got access to us, and you also get the Sunday videos. Just expert traders teaching you how to trade. Raymond and Andy, absolute experts in their field. No nonsense, silly sales promotions, where you've got to buy this next and this. It just annoys you. It just annoys people. Hence why we didn't do that. Just teaching the 4 dynamics with experts, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week support, customer support when you need it. When you get immediate access, or you'll get immediate access to your own demo account to start with if you're new to trading, and even if you're years into trading and you're going to adopt the 4 dynamics. I'm not someone that says go live and trade, and neither are Raymond and Andy. What about interpret it, get it going on your demo. Once you've got it going on your demo, then you go on to your live, but you get immediate access to them. Access to our cotton seasonality world-class proprietary platform. You get access to that also. And instead of face-to-face in-person meetings, what we've done is we meet online, like I've just stated, twice a week, where it saves costs not only for ourselves but for you. There's no travelling all over the world for this to happen. You get to meet us all face to face. A trading program that's the best quality with the best trading mentors that are experts in the field, and actually a company that prides itself on the service we provide, helping more people to really learn to trade, to make it an enjoyable process, to not make it a frustrating process where they're not able to access experts, to make it this enjoyable. I mean, we can see our clients here. You can see Stephen and Oliver and Mark, Richard. You see Pat. You can see Laura. You can see how happy they are learning this value. It really was immense, and that's what we want for you. So they can have whatever it is, and I honestly mean this, whatever it is personally they want it in their life. And these guys now are really succeeding. Only you know what it is you want personally, whether you want the freedom or autonomy, which is to do what you want when you want, mastery to become an expert in trading, and then purpose to live your own life. That's really all there is: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. And all the best of all of this at really a fraction of the cost, and that's what the no-brainer is all about, the no-brainer offer that we spoke of. So it has to be a win-win relationship for everyone. As I stated, a win for you guys, where you're getting the gold that you need, you're getting the mentors that you need, you get the program you need, the platform and the data you need, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the company is also winning. They're working with people that are interested like yourselves, and also that experts, the mentors, are getting to work alongside people that are really interested. So learning to trade with the elite, it don't have to cost you, £19,000 to £40,000. It don't have to cost that. And there's no need to travel all over the world to get close to them, to be with them, to be face to face. You can actually have it on demand, where you get it at the touch of a fingertips when you want it. If you want it at 1 in the morning, you get it at 1 in the morning. If you want it at 1 in the afternoon, you get it at 1 in the afternoon. You get it at a time that suits you, and that's the goal here. Where it suits you to do it late at night, do it early in the morning, do it in the afternoon, and also at a price that suits you. Now, there's just 2 things you need for this. And people really don't get this with trading. This isn't a company where you've got to go out and create, go and buy loads of materials, or go and buy loads of commodities, or go and buy wagons or houses or all of this stuff. There's just 2 things you need. The first is you need a phone or a laptop. To be honest, both do the same thing. At least nowadays they do. We're all fully aware of that. I'd say you'd probably want a laptop, but a phone will do the same information. You can get all of our proprietary software on your mobile phone. You can get your members area on the mobile phone. It's completely revolutionised the industry. It really has. And the next is what you need once you get your phone or laptop is you just need your brain. You just need your brain to be able to sit down and say, right, what's going on here? What is the learning I'm going through in this step-by-step process? Once you've got them two things, which is a phone or laptop, which I'm surmising you've already got, and your brain, that's it. You've got all that you need. Now, you can see that we deliver on our ethics. I'm sure you can see that. The 4 dynamics are our ethics, but one of the main things is our 3 rules. And our 3 rules is that we help people. That's key, and you can see that with our clients within the secret players group, within the members area, within the war room. You can see that we help people. The next is that we get them away from the computer screens. Is that they're there when they need to be there. Like, you analyse COP data and seasonality, you know when you need to be there. If you want to come in and trade intraday, okay, I know I need to be there. But the third one is this. That's the first 2 done, should I say. But the third one is make them the best offer, so it's a complete no-brainer for you. Okay, so come on, you're saying, let's make this no-brainer offer for you. So the no-brainer offer is this, okay? It's your own war room full private members area. Everything that we've just stated there for you. That includes the Inner Circle program and everything we have from start to finish. The complete, to make you become the complete trader. So everything I've just shown you within the members area, it's everything included, okay? Where all the programs are laid out in a simple step-by-step process, yes? Where it's easy accessible, easy affordable, and you've also got live in-person webinars 2 times a week, okay? Where you can access complete experts that are teaching you exactly how to trade, when to trade, yeah? And that is what I call the no-brainer offer, okay? With no nonsense, silly sales like you see some of these other companies doing it completely. It boils my blood. But where there's none of that. It is just the 4 dynamics being taught to you via experts, and you've got 24 hours a day support from a company that wants to support you, okay? Where you get immediate access to your own demo account and your own trading live account, okay? And you've got access to your own COT and seasonality world-class proprietary platform, your own access to that. Yeah, and instead of the face-to-face meetings where you're having to travel all over the world and it's costing you a lot of money and time out of your life for everyone involved, this is where you get a trading program that is the best quality with the best trading mentors that are experts and a company that prides itself on actually providing that service. It actually wants to provide that service. So you're going to say, well, what happens once you get enrolled on this program? What happens from here, Dale? Well, I will personally call you, myself, okay, to make sure that, one, we're a perfect fit for each other and this program's right for you. I'll arrange for us to have a blueprinting session face-to-face online via Zoom, where I'll map out exactly with you, you personally, for you, your own dangers, the dangers that you're looking to move away from in your personal life, in your professional life, and in your trading life, yeah? Your opportunities that you want to capture going forward, so what you want from trading, what you want in life, what it is you want to accomplish, and also the current strengths that you have that can help us move you forward. So what strength you have internally, which I'll find them, that you have to move you away from your dangers in life that are showing up all the time and get you towards the opportunities that you've always wanted to acquire. You have them strengths, and it's my role to be able to find them for you. So that this can really have a transformational experience. This isn't just a trading course. This is a transformational personal development program that's going to transform your life in some way. That's what it has to do. As you know, my massive transformational purpose, my personal one and my company's, my MTP, is to radically accelerate individuals to master themselves so they live an abundant life. That individual means you. You're that individual, okay? You'll learn to become an expert in trading. You'll have access to the COT data and the seasonality charts from the top 75 most traded markets on the planet. Data that most traders don't even know exists, okay? Let alone know how to use it. You'll learn how to read COT data like an expert, okay? So that when you see the market setting up, you can actually see them setting themselves up for you. You'll know with these exactly how to read seasonality charts and cycles, how they're going to benefit you, and knowing in advance what markets are setting up so that you can take advantage of them days, weeks in advance, okay? Not only that, once you've got that knowledge, you can then drill down and take advantage on them as an intraday trader, meaning on a lower time frame. Is that a 4-hour chart, a 1 hour, a 30 minute, a 15? Once you've got that knowledge, that's it. You've got all that's needed to succeed, and you've got your very own private world-class mentors, okay? Your own private mentors. You've got Raymond Gilmore, who is a legendary COT and seasonality expert and a trading expert, okay? You've got Andrew Panchola, who is a world-class renowned cycles expert, let alone trading, but he's a cycles expert. And you've got myself, Dale Gorkas. I'm a thought leader in mindset development. I don't mind saying that. The people I've been around, the knowledge I've got from business and trading, and putting this team together, all three of us combined, and the support team behind that's going to be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to support you. All three of us and the team combined is what's going to give you your edge, not just in trading, but in life. As I said, this is a transformational program. There is no other program like this out there on the market. How do I know that? I've researched them all. It's my job to research them all and become the best. Make sure we deliver the best. So get yourselves enrolled today. I want you enrolled today. Get enrolled now. Get clicked on there. Let's get on a call so we can get started right away. Really get you moving forward right away. Get the skill set, the ability so that you're able to extract money from the market and succeed as a trader. Work alongside experts in the market so you can be the best, so that you're actually getting the best of knowledge. So click on the link. I'm sure the link's shown up there for you to click on now. It'll be there somewhere on the screen. You see, success is your responsibility. It really is. You can't shy away from that. Yes, it is your responsibility, but when you work with us, success is our responsibility. I actually take it personally. I really do, that you need to be successful. That it's my responsibility that you succeed at trading, that you get this knowledge, that you understand it, that you can interpret it, that you can go into your charts and succeed, just like our traders that are doing it, each and every one of them. So as soon as you get yourself enrolled, okay, as soon as you get on board on there, you'll be sent your own personal login details the minute you're on board. Yes, you'll get your password, you'll get access to your own private members area, which I've just walked you through. You'll gain unlimited access to all the trading treasure chests, which means the war room. So don't think, oh, I want to come in, I won't have access to it all. We don't restrict. You get complete access to it all. What will happen is I'll contact you right away. I'll immediately be in contact with you. We'll plan a 1 hour Zoom trading session with me where you'll get started right away, and we'll concentrate on you and only you. Okay? Only you. I'll give you a full trading blueprint where I'll walk you through from start to finish. Okay? So you can start to immediately implement this strategy. That's the goal of it, where you've got mentors, which I said right at the start, that have been trading for the combined 59 years. I've personally been doing this for the 11 years, okay? Let alone my businesses that I've ran for 20 years. Raymond Gilmore has been doing it for over 19 years, and Andy Pancho has been doing it for just short of 31 years. That's immense knowledge that you're going to get. And this really is a world-class program that you're going to be a part of, that's going to make you the complete trader. And that's what I want for you. If you're getting into trading, you want a program that's world class, something that you're going to love, something that's really going to ignite you. Listen, we all, myself, Raymond, and Andy, we all look forward to working with you each step of the way. So get yourself enrolled now. Click on the link below there. You can see it. You can see it showing up. So just click on there. I look forward to working with you, being with you each step of the way. You know, so you become what it is you want to be. I want to speak to you face to face on the Zoom call. So act now, as you know, there's limited space. You know, this isn't something that's open to the next 100 people. That's not. We cut it off. We need to be able to deliver to 25 to 30 people. So let's get going. Let's get you onboarded right away. I really thank you for watching the webinar, seeing the 4 dynamics, understanding seasonality, understanding cycles, understanding the COT data, the power of the COT data, understanding price action and geometry, risk management, putting it all together, and then actually being able to go onto the chart and implement it. Not only have you got the trading side of it, but you've also got the mindset side of it. That's not just going to change your trading, it's going to revolutionize your life. That's what it's going to do. Our MTP is this, is to radically accelerate individuals so they can master themselves to live an abundant life. That individual is you, and I thank you for watching this webinar, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon. So get yourself enrolled now, let's get on a call, and let's get you moving forward. Thank you.